Yep. What's up, son? This is take two. The first take, I was randomly attacked by a gnat, and also my voice is kind of crappy, I guess, because I haven't really talked in weeks, as it were. But yeah, I don't know. I just didn't really feel like putting anything out, and I wasn't really getting content for anything. Like, there's times when getting drifting clips is like super hard. Like, I got a bunch of them this week, but I don't know. I just wasn't really getting any good clips, I guess. Like, you got to be in the right server, the right people have to be there for it to actually be like worth anything. But yeah, so I just didn't really do anything with that. I played a bunch of like Turtle WoW. Played that for I leveled my character up. It took me like 4.5 days or something of just like grinding. Uh, I don't know. It was something to do, even though it was just like okay. So what I'm doing now when I play is I literally just sit in town. Like I'll sit there and watch YouTube, and I'll just like sit in town in a chair, which is super weird. It's like I'm antisocial, but I put myself in a place where I need to be social. Um, like I don't want to get on Discord. I don't want to talk to anyone. Blah blah blah. So that's a little weird. Um, that I put myself in social places even though I don't want to be social. You know, I don't know, but it's just been I don't know, the same thing all the time. And I keep trying. Like I spent several days where like I was trying to come up with something like come up with something for me to do that I would enjoy doing because I'm just constantly doing things that I don't want to do. I'm just doing the same crap over and over. Um, so it's like, all right, well, try and think of something that you want to do, and I can't think of anything I want to do. So that sucks. you know, I have like three of these old gameplays from like when Plunderstorm first came out because I just happened to be subbed to WoW at the time. Because I was playing Season of Destiny. I played for like 1 month, and then I just was like, this kind of sucks. There was just too much BS going on. It was just like way too much in SOD to do. It was like, do you have every world buff? Do you have parses? Do you know the fights? It's like, well, it's like level 40, dude. It's like, it can't be that hard. But yeah. My wheel, like, I don't know. I've been having like random issues with my wheel where like the other day it just my brakes would lock up. Like everything was locked up, even though like my brakes weren't on, but my like car wouldn't move. So that was weird. I don't know. I've just been having like random tech issues. That's generally what happens. Uh, yeah, but playing WoW was okay. Um, I don't know. It's like I say, I don't want to play. Like I don't want to do anything. So I would just like, no matter how hard I try or how much time I put into stuff, it just doesn't seem to work or do anything. And I asked people in world chat, I was like, yeah, if you had unlimited free time, um, like what would you be doing? And this seems stupid because you're literally playing a game where people like this is the game they want to play. But yeah, I was like, so what would you do, if you just had unlimited free time? They're all like, oh yeah, I would just play WoW all the time. And it's like, well, I've done that before. I've literally put in just tens of thousands of hours into like maybe like 10,000 hours into WoW private servers and stuff before. So I've already done that. I don't know. It's like I don't want to do that now. I don't want to just like aimlessly grind against people that have. I have unlimited free time, but it's just so boring. Like I don't know. So yeah, just haven't really done anything with myself. Just been sitting around. My medication intake for the first month back on my medication, it was like a quarter. I went through like a quarter of what I was going through before I took the month break. So definitely doing better there. I finally decided to drink. I was like, good dude, I'm gonna get some alcohol. And I was gonna get moonshine, and then like at the last second, I went with Southern Comfort. Terrible, bro. Like it's bad. I drank like I started off with 5 shots, and I didn't really feel anything, and then went with another 5 shots, like probably like an hour or two in between. I felt a little something, but it just, I don't know. I'm constantly like trying to like do things or find things that like will change my perspective on life or my value on life, but I can't seem to do anything. I can't seem to find anything to do that with. I don't know. It's kind of depressing. You're like trying substances to, I don't know, feel something, find motivation, but it's just not there. Like no matter how much you look, it's just I don't know, it's not there. I kind of want to like, it's super off topic and something I'm not gonna do, but I'd love to go to like garage sales and just like hunt junk. That's another thing I stopped doing. I was never finding anything. Like I kept looking at the thrift store that I always used to find stuff, and I literally can't find anything anymore. I'm just not seeing anything that's like worth buying. So that sucks. So I just kind of just stopped going, like, which sucks because it was like the one time a week that I'd leave the house, and I'd also hit the thrift store to see if I could find anything. But I don't know. I just went long enough with not finding stuff, so kind of sucked. I don't know. Like I was watching this guy, and he like sells stuff on eBay and stuff, and he seems like he does really well from garage sales. And I'm just like, man, I feel like anytime I don't know. I've never posted anything. I have so many things worth value, I guess, or whatever. Like Killzone guy. I mean, he's wearing Oakley goggles and hats, but yeah, Killzone guy from one of the special editions of the game. He's probably worth like 20, 30 bucks, 50 bucks. There's so much random junk. But I feel like I see so many things that just like don't sell. I don't know. So that's just another thing. I'm constantly demotivating myself. It sucks. It's like I wish that I didn't have so many like negative attributes to my character. Um, that life wasn't so difficult. It's like just there's so many negative attributes that I've acquired or had throughout life that it's just like, well, dude. I always come back to the thing where it's just like I get such bad anxiety about taking drug tests that it just doesn't. I don't know. I think yeah, I jacked that guy's truck from him. I don't know. It just makes it more difficult because it's just like imagine jumping a hurdle and then the next thing is a hurdle and then a hurdle and then a hurdle and then you're just like, dude, these hurdles just never end. That sucks. It's also watching like homesteading. Like I was already kind of watching this dude's shorts, like Nate Petrosky or whatever. Lives in West Virginia, has like 100 acres or something, and he's like a builder and stuff. Before he just like didn't like life, and he moved from Pennsylvania. That's one of the reasons I didn't want to move to Pennsylvania, is because he just was talking about how high the property taxes were, and I was like, yeah. When I looked into it, I was like, yeah. And also, there's a lot of other like crappy laws in Pennsylvania that I don't know. It's like they're coming for your guns and everything else, and it's yeah. It doesn't seem like there's a lot to Pennsylvania. There's multiple different states where it's like you could move there, but it'd just be hard to find like work. So it's kind of an L to live there. I'm hoping I didn't die in this one because I've had at least one of these where like I was like, oh yeah, this is fine, and then actually in the clip that I had, I died and then came back. I was like, oh, just poor editing. But yeah, like another part of it too is I was watching a lot of like It's Jabbo, and he was just talking about how like you shouldn't. Oh God, am I about to die? I feel like I'm about to die. All right. He was just talking about how like only put out content that you would want to watch or you would have like a reason to watch. So just put out like junk, and I'm just like, yo, put out like a lot of junk. Like I don't know. I guess it'd be interesting if you were interested in other people's lives and like how they lived and stuff. But like for me personally, I'm just like, yeah, I just want to see like gameplay. Which is another thing that sucks too. Is like, I feel like no matter how much time or effort I put into like FPS games, I'm never gonna be good enough to do like any type of gameplay stuff. Like there's no amount of like effort that I could put in or time that I could put in, even on like my Omega setup. That you know, I have no excuses for like, oh, dude, the performance of my computer's get bad. It's like, nah, that is sitting here rocking 240 FPS on a lot of games and still just getting dunked on. So I don't know. I blame the mouse. Like I definitely blame the HyperX mouse. Probably should go with the G Pro Super Light, but I don't know. It definitely sucks too because it's just like at a point I was very good, and now I'm just like old and washed, I guess, which sucks because there's people that don't become washed over time, like some are just people like that are just like really good, no matter the age. And it does suck. Like it definitely sucks and hurts to just be like, there's like a 12-year-old or a 14-year-old on the other end of this that like got off of school today and is just beating me into the ground endlessly. And part of it's like controllers OPs. You know what I mean? So that's a part of it. So it's like if you play Apex or Call of Duty, like you're just getting rocked, dude. You're just getting dunked on. So it's definitely difficult to be successful in that. I don't know. It's always just excuses. But like I say, like no matter how much effort I see to put in on that, I'm like not improving that much. And it literally feels like 3 or 4 years ago, like people still weren't that good at video games. But now, like it's like when Fortnite came out. Suddenly, there was an entire new legion of like just deadly motherfuckers, like that were just like in their prime and destroyed everything. Like I don't know, and it's like it's literally like that continued into games like from then on. And I don't know if it's like an aging thing, like I say, where it's like I literally just feel like the amount of people playing has went up by a lot, like in all video games, and the skill level for these people has gone up a lot because they're not starting out with like Super Mario or like that. Like they're on Fortnite. Like they're on, you know what I mean? Like they're on these cracked out games that like take a lot of skill and a lot of like actions per minute and just this is what they start on. So they're just insane. I don't know. Old man rant about video games over, dude. I don't know, man. Like I say, um, I just haven't wanted to do anything or put anything out because I just don't feel like I'm doing anything with life, which sucks. But I guess it's my choice. As like a hikikomori person. I don't know. I'm watching this thing on this dude that's like homeless in Japan, which is somewhat of a rarity. I mean, they don't really report it in the same way because so many people live in the gaming cafes and everything. But it was pretty disconcerting to see that he's also being harassed by police in the same way. I mean, he did put up a tent in the middle of a park, but like, it's it's Tokyo. Like, it's not rural Japan. Not really. Like, he's in a town, so I don't know. But it was kind of sad to see that the police were like harassing him with him the same way, as here in America. So that sucked. I don't know, man. I talked for talked like 15 minutes, which is for sure the most amount that I've talked in like an entire month. I don't know. I always just feel like I'm getting further and further away from society and like a chance of, I don't know, normalcy or a life. Life is so weird, man. Like, it's simultaneously like the time goes by slowly, but you just lose these big chunks, man. It's just like it goes by super fast, but also slow at the same time. It's hard to describe, and I feel like it just gets worse with age. You just feel more and more like I don't know. Your time is becoming limited, and you also have less of it. I don't know. It's just weird, insane rants. There might be a video next week. I got a bunch of drifting stuff, and I might do like a tandems tutorial, because I have like a pretty good one. So I might do a tutorial with that. But I don't know. I don't know what content I'll have or when stuff will be coming out, but there might be things. Appreciate anyone that watches, dudes. Sorry I was gone for so long, but yeah, just not feeling good.